So just to start off, can you introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about the character that you play on IsraelityTV?
My name is Jordan Oskowsky. I'm a chemistry major, and my character on IsraelityTV is Howie. He's kind of nerdy. He's one of Connor's suite mates, and his girlfriend's Rachel on the show.
Okay, so we want to talk to you today a little bit about the Birthright trip that you took over winter break to Israel. So what prompted you to sign up for a winter break Birthright trip?
A lot of my friends had been on the winter trip as well as the summer trip, and I went before with my family in the summer, and I felt the winter would be a lot of fun to go on, as well as a couple of my friends were going on it, and I just wanted to go with a few friends and meet a lot of other people on the trip.
And which program did you go on?
I went through GEM.
Great.
Okay, we arrived in Tel Aviv. From Tel Aviv, we went to northern Israel where we saw the Golan Heights. Then basically we worked our way down through Israel, down to the south, and then we finished off in Jerusalem. And throughout that, we went to the Dead Sea, Masada, the Negev, Tel Aviv, all different places, all of the points of interest that you would go to.
So out of all of those places, and I mean, having been on Birthright, I know that it's like place to place, a ton of stuff packed into a really short amount of time. For you, what was the most memorable place you visited, or the most memorable thing you did during those 10 days?
Probably the most spiritual place was definitely Jerusalem. That was so much fun, but the place I enjoyed the most was Tel Aviv. I felt like just everything about Tel Aviv was amazing. The beaches were incredible. Hanging out by the shore and just hanging out and just enjoying everything about Israel and everything that it had to offer was just amazing.
That's awesome. Would you recommend the trip to your friends? And if so, what are the main things you would tell them?
I would of course recommend it to my friends. If you haven't been to Israel, I think you should definitely go. It's incredible. The main thing I would recommend is really get close with the Israelis that are on your trip and get close with the people on your bus. It was one of the most memorable experiences ever, and you should enjoy it with as many people as possible.
That's great. Just one last question for you. How has going on this trip affected you since then? Have you made any adjustments to your life at home that might relate back to your trip to Israel?
Yeah, definitely. You definitely think more about what we have in the United States. You definitely think about our life is 100 times different than a typical Israeli life. When they are 18, male and female, they both have to go into the army. So our soldiers that are with us, they were with us for 5 days, and then they have to go immediately back to the army when we have to go to Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. We're living in a paradise here. It's just you don't want to take this for granted, and it just makes you think about them and what they're doing over there, and just how proud you are to be Jewish and have people fighting in Israel to remain Jewish, and it's incredible. It's just crazy.
Yeah, definitely.